keys, scrambling out the opening ambulance doors. No need for them to hurry, Jake thought. His watch showed 2:15 a.m. She'd been dead for at least 3 hours, just like the other woman. Jane Ryland had thrown up after the verdict. She twisted her damp hair away from her face, avoided the mirror, and contemplated how long she could hide in the Suffolk County Courthouse ladies' room. Forever would be good. Instead, she'd gritted out a smile for the scrum of cameras as Channel 11's defense attorney promised her television colleagues an immediate appeal of the jury's decision. The two then marched down the granite steps of the courthouse, the lawyer's pinstriped arm protectively across Jane's shoulder, as if $1 million damage verdict were the honorable cost of doing journalism business. But soon after, Jane could read the counterfeit smiles, rescheduled meetings, abysmal story assignments. Her TV reporting career was over. She'd protected a source, but nobody was protecting her. $1 million mistake, the headline screamed. Ryland names wrong man as John in sex for hire case. Indie rag Boston Weekly called her Wrong Guy Ryland. Jane knew she hadn't been wrong. There'd been no mistake. But it didn't matter. Days later, she was fired. And most incredibly bogus of all, they pretended it wasn't about the verdict. Jane had banged out a bitter and bewildered email to her pal Amy. Once newbie co-anchors together in Iowa, Amy had landed a high-profile reporter gig in Washington, D.C. Then Jane got a similar deal in Boston. Amy's star was still rising. Plus, as she never let Jane forget, she was married. After 3 years of promos, all those promises, Jane typed. They said they wanted to go another direction with their political coverage. Are you kidding me? There's an election coming. It's the biggest story since the Kennedy thing. What the hell other direction can they go? I'm so sorry, Janie, honey, Amy typed back. They had to blame somebody. Everyone hates TV reporters. And everybody hates TV. I'm probably next, you know? We should have gotten real jobs, kiddo. Now, Alex Wyatt, Register City editor Alex Wyatt, of all people, was about to offer Jane a real job, such as it was. At least the Register's headlines had been objective. Grocery magnate wins slander suit. Jane closed her eyes briefly at the memory. Dad would take care of her, if it came to that. Even urge her to come home to Oak Park. Then he'd probably urge her to go to law school. Like younger sister, engaged sister, good sister Lissa. Dad would be supportive, at least try to be, but Dr. Ryland never approved of failure. She was on her own, and she'd be fine. Perched on the couch in Alex's new and already file-strewn office at the Boston Register, surrounded by the clutter of his half-unpacked boxes, Jane was working hard at being fine. She wished she could just say no, leave town, change her name, forget the jurors, forget the verdict, talk to her mom just one more time. But reality included a hefty mortgage on her condo, payments on her suddenly extravagant Audi TT, looming utility bills, and evaporating severance pay. She'd once reported heartbreakingly headline stories about the terrors of unemployment. Now she was unemployed. Jane knew she'd tell Alex yes. I vouched for you with the bigs on the 5th floor. Alex positioned a framed Columbia J-School diploma against one beige wall, raised his wire-rimmed glasses to his forehead, then marked the wall with a pencil, turning his back to her. Told him you were